So it is really wonderful to see these big trees, and they are so majestic to look at. And if you imagine the years it took them to grow to these majestic heights, you are filled with awe and respect for these creatures. Having said that, it is also true that these creatures more or less have a monopoly on the ecological system. For example, this is a tree, a big tree. In Japanese it's called Suzukake no ki. I don't know its English name. Anyway, so here's a small bud, but this wouldn't have a chance to grow into big proportions because, simply there isn't ecological niche for that. And so, because of these big trees, the sprouts do not have any realistic chance of making it big in this world. So that is a reality of nature. And when we look at these big trees, we do not think of the alternative possibilities, and that's when we have this bonsai thing. Bonsai is when you have trees grown on pots and they do not grow into majestic heights. They stay small size even after hundreds of years in some cases, and it's a helping of the nature in small portions, if you like. And so some people might object to this idea of restricting the growth of trees to small sizes, but when you think about it from different perspectives, it's kind of a habitat sharing, because in the case of bonsai, you can have many different trees in a limited space, not like these majestic trees, but in small proportions. And that would mean that these creatures can share a limited space together. So I might actually venture to conjecture that the way bonsai was inspired was when in the years past, some ancestors looked at some sprouts in the forest, and they realized that these sprouts do not have any realistic chance of making it big because of these already existing trees. So that's when they had this inspiration. Or maybe if we plant them in a pot and keep them small, maybe we can guarantee them a life, and a life of small proportions, and not in such big proportions, but life in small proportions. And that way maybe we can guarantee their survival, even in a world of harsh competition for space. So if you think about the origin of bonsai in this way, I think it's rather nice. And it fits very well with the zeitgeist of today, because after all, we are living on the spaceship Earth, and we have to share a limited space with each other. We cannot downsize. We humans have this size, but we can help some plants to downsize, and that is rather nice, I think, bonsai.